So you've been thinking about making a move to Utah, but now you're hearing about a lot of people moving out of Utah. Well, today we're going to be talking about the real reasons people are leaving Utah, and we're going to hop into it right now. Hey there, Mariah Koehle here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your very first time here. This YouTube channel is made for you, and I shoot videos every single week about moving to Utah, living in Utah, buying real estate here in Utah. Additionally, I'm a real estate agent. My team and I help people like you make a smooth transition in making that move to Utah. If you have any questions at all, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, days, nights, weekends. We would love to connect with you and see how we can help. Also, we do have a free moving to Utah guide. If you would like that free guide, comment down below the word guide, and we would love to send that over to you. So you've been thinking about making a move to Utah, but you've also been hearing that people are making a move out of Utah, and you're doing all your research, which is exactly what you should be doing. And now you're thinking, I wonder if Utah actually really should be the right fit for me. Why are people making a move here? Why are people making a move out? Well, let's hop right into it. So some people are making a move out of Utah simply because of the weather. Yes, the weather. I know people that are making a move here for the weather, and I know people that are leaving for the weather also. I recently had two families that I helped sell their home here in Utah. They were like, Mariah, I cannot do another Utah, Salt Lake City sort of winter. I will not shovel any more snow. I will not do any more of that. I have also helped family move out of St. George that said, I cannot do another 100-degree summer. So depending on where you are at, the weather plays a huge factor in why people are moving out of Utah, whether it's too hot, whether it's too cold, whether it's too much snow, too much sun. Number one is simply the weather. Number two, another reason that people have been moving out of Utah is simply the cost of living. The cost of living here in Utah, specifically housing prices, have exponentially, I know housing prices have gone up everywhere, but housing specifically here in Utah has gone up so much that some people, the affordability is, it's just not affordable for some. So some people are leaving because of the housing costs and that affordability piece. It's just too many people are priced out of Utah. Some people, though, with that being said, the affordability, some people moving into Utah, they're like, oh my gosh, I just made, X amount of dollars of equity on their home out of state, and they're looking at moving into Utah, and they're going, this actually makes more financial sense because the property taxes are less. The state income tax is less. The state income tax is 4.55%. It's a flat tax. And the property taxes are 0.5% of the assessed value if it is your primary residence, and 1% if it's like an investment property. So for some people moving out, it's affordability. Some people that are actually moving in is for affordability too. Same thing, cost of living. Cost of living here in Utah has gone up significantly. It's about 24% higher than the national average. So again, for some, they're like, I am being priced out. For other people, they're moving in going, it's better than where I'm coming from, So you just need to evaluate where you're coming and what your situation is. Some people are moving out of Utah because of the job market. Utah has a really low unemployment rate though. So because of that, it's less than 3%. A lot of people are actually moving here to Utah for jobs. And whether that is healthcare, whether that is the tech industry, whether that is construction, education, a lot of different higher education things here in Utah. So yes, people are moving in to Utah for jobs, but I've had several clients that are moving out because of a job transfer or, relocation to a different state. Another reason, this is kind of interesting, and this was more of a recent one that I've been hearing, people that have been living here in Utah, born and raised in Utah, some are feeling like, it's just too overcrowded now. There are too many people here in Utah. I want to move somewhere where there are less people. So just that overcrowding in some, again, I say it all has to do with perspective. I know when we moved to Utah, we were like, oh, feels so great. And there's all this like open land and space. And it feels like there's just a lot more, not as overcrowded as some other places. So I know for us, again, the perspective is different, but some people are moving out because of the overcrowding, because of the jobs, because of, traffic and congestion. There is more traffic, there is more congestion, especially on the freeways during holiday weekends, during all that kind of stuff. You're going to experience that more in Utah than, we have in previous years. So we've got the high cost of living, the housing prices, the affordability that I know for some people getting job transfers out, and also just that overcrowding. Last but not least is the air quality. Now, I know I've only helped a handful of people that have moved, they're like, I cannot be in that air quality anymore. Sometimes in and around the Salt Lake area, we get what's called an inversion, and that inversion comes in. It's a thick, smoggy air that kind of just sits right in that valley. And it's, for people that have health issues and asthma, it can be a definite factor. So knowing that, same thing, there are different areas in and around Utah where the air quality is much better and some it is not. So knowing that, a reason why some would move. Overall, though, I always say it's such a personal choice of why people are moving into Utah, why people are moving out. Maybe you're moving here for a career. Maybe you're moving here to be closer to family. Maybe you're moving here because you want, a change of pace, whatever that may be. I always say, come plan your trip. If you want help with an itinerary, my team and I help people like you all the time. If you're planning kind of your scouting trip and you're like, you know what, I'm still kind of on the fence, reach out to us. We would love to connect with you, see how we can help you in, making that transition a little bit easier. Feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. And if you do want a copy of our free Moving to Utah guide, simply comment down below the word guide, GUIDE, and we'd love to send over that free guide to you. Wishing you a fantastic rest of your day and week, and we'll chat with you soon. Take care. Bye.